Welcome to our Zoom meeting of the Board of Public Works and Safety, Thursday, February 11th, convening at 5 p.m. Before we call the meeting to order, Renee, please provide information you need to disseminate for the board and the public concerning today's meeting.
Thank you. The public may participate remotely by dialing 1-312-626-6799 and entering the following participation code, 853-4899-9574#. If you would like to provide comments remotely, you can email them to me at rrafala@cityoflawrence.org.
Thank you. We will now call the meeting to order. Let the record reflect that we do have a quorum to do business for the City of Lawrence. First item on our agenda today would be the minutes of the regular meeting, January 28th, and the meeting minutes are before the board. Are there any corrections or deletions to the minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve.
By Mr. Clark. Is there a second for that motion?
Second.
By Mrs. Browner. Are there questions on the motion? Hearing none, by roll call vote, Renee?
Doug Reeser,
Aye.
Sean Wright Browner,
Aye.
Mark Clark.
Aye.
And the motion for the minutes to be approved of January 28th carries 3-0. There is no unfinished business before the board. We'll go directly into new business, which item A is resolution number 4, 2021, disposal of surplus goods from the controller's office. I don't know if there's any questions by the board. You should have received some information about that on your early information provided by Renee.
If I could just add that what we're asking to dispose of are, I think it's roughly 12 cubicle walls, the desks and shelving within those. There are some actually broken chairs, some pretty very worn pieces of office equipment that, quite frankly, that has no value. So we just like to dispose of that.
Okay, hearing those comments, do we have any questions?
I don't.
Hearing none, is there a motion to approve resolution number 4?
Motion to approve resolution number 4.
By Mrs. Browner. Is there a second?
I second.
By Mr. Clark. Questions on the motion? Hearing none, by roll call vote, Renee?
Doug Reeser,
Aye.
Sean Wright Browner,
Aye.
Mark Clark.
Aye.
And the motion carries 3-0. Resolution number 4 is approved. Thank you. Going to item B, approval of service agreement for 2021 with St. Vincent's Health and the Lawrence Fire Department. We have the chief on board today. Are there any questions? Any comments? I think this is our standard agreement that we've had in the past year.
Yes, sir, it is. All that is it's an annual contract that's gone through legal. She had asked for some e-verify language and a couple other things which we've received, and legal is approved. And like I said, these are just for the annual physicals for the firefighters.
Thanks, Chief. Are there questions for Chief Patalis? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the service agreement?
Motion to approve the service agreement.
By Mr. Clark. Is there a second?
Second.
By Mrs. Browner. Are there questions on the motion? Hearing none, again by roll call vote.
Doug Reeser,
Aye.
Sean Wright Browner,
Aye.
Mark Clark.
Aye.
And the motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Chief, for those comments for us. We will go to comments of administration if we have anyone online with us, Zoom meeting wise or remotely. Do we have any comments?
We have no comments at this time.
Okay. We'll go then on to citizens' comments. I don't know if we have anybody, Renee, that has entered our Zoom meeting.
No, sir, and I just checked my email. We don't have any email correspondence either.
Okay. We have one gentleman that is coming to the microphone, as
Okay.
I see at the city building. If you would present your name, your address for us.
Sure. My name is Mark McDermott, and I live at 9113 Rising Road, which is about a block from here in the David Weekly Homes here in Lawrence Village. Is this the time for kind of open mic?
Yes, it's citizens' comments, sir, and you have the mic right now. You're
Terrific.
being recorded.
I appreciate it. So I've been a resident here for about 3 years, and I also moved my business here, my commercial real estate business, McDermott Commercial, to 9165 Otis Avenue, the Jaeger Office Suites. Aletha Dunstan recommended I come to this meeting to introduce myself. I went to the Reuse Authority meeting on Monday. I presented the Reuse Authority, the City of Lawrence, and the City of Indianapolis with a letter back in mid-January regarding zoning violations, which are not far from here, just behind the city's dumpster enclosure, approximately 7 different types of violations that were occurring ongoing with Burns Development. And I'm not here today to speak to those things. Cherie has taken charge on those, responded quickly, detailed response. So I want to say thank you to Cherie. He's not on, but I appreciate how quickly.
I'm here.
Oh, you are, great. I just can't see you. So thank you, Cherie, for taking those on and the detailed response you provided. Aletha thought it would be good for me to introduce myself because I'm also recommending a fix to that area because we have a deteriorated abandoned access road. It's kind of the Burt's Road extension at the corner of Burt's and Rising. Right now, there are 2 lightweight barricades, and once the zoning violations are cleaned up, that area will continue to be an area where people will probably still park certain things that are in violation of ordinances. So I have detailed in my letter, if I could take 30 seconds, my recommendation regarding the what I'm calling kind of a permanent fix. And one is to remove all deteriorating remnants, asphalt and curbs of the abandoned access road, and then sod and seed the area for new grass. 2, to construct an outside curved curb with sidewalk that connects and unifies Burt's Road and Rising Road. 3, construct a landscaped and/or monument barrier at or around where the current plastic barriers are located to a standard consistent with the other landscape features in Lawrence Village, some of which I show in the exhibits in my letter. This is a high-profile corner of Lawrence Village. It's the shortest route for all business employees and residents to access the state park and the golfing amenity. And then also to construct a barrier or a landscape or other at the north end of the abandoned access road. And this abandoned access road is only 50 to 75 feet in length. And having that barrier will eliminate any future violations in the area that they're occurring today. So Aletha said that any solution would involve this board. I'm not looking for any answers. I'm happy to take questions. But again, I just want to introduce myself and let the board know who I am, where I live, and I'll just be following up with her and I suppose with this board in the future. Thank you.
Do you have any pictures referencing?
I do. I've got 19 pictures that I've attached to the letter. Who was speaking?
This is Mark Clark.
Hey, Mark. Yes, I've got pictures and I've got the letter that I can email you.
So, hey, Mark and other board members, I just want to give you a just what we have done so far on this. So we got the detailed letter from Mr. McDermott. We looked into the issues, and yes, there is a lot of zoning violations. And there are some of the stuff that Mr. Burns has are in the city's right of way. There are 2 trailers and a bunch of pallets of bricks and stuff that are in the old Kent Avenue right of way, which is still a city's right of way. That's the same area that Mr. McDermott is saying that has to be, that we need to take care of it permanently. So we did send a letter back. Like, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we sent a letter to Burns Development asking them to address all of those zoning violations and remove anything from the city's right of way. They have until tomorrow to do that. So the course of action for it is twofold. One is LPD has already went ahead and tagged those trailers today. There are 2 trailers, so they already put a tag on them, asking them that it has to be removed, which is what it is required per the law. So if they are still out there on Monday, LPD, with the help of LPD, those will be towed and put it back in our tow yard, just like any other vehicle. And all other debris and pallets will be removed from the city's right of way and taken out to the street department or some storage, like wherever we feel it's going to fit. So that is what's going to happen on the right of way side of that to clean those up. On the zoning violations, if we still not comply to the zoning violations by tomorrow, all we can do is go ahead and start putting fines on them on a daily basis, which is what we plan to do starting Monday. Legally, we do not have a mechanism to go ahead and clean those things because these are zoning violations, this has to go through Indianapolis DMT because they control our zoning. All we can do is start fining him, and we hope that once he starts seeing the fines, which will get attached to his lien, he's gonna take care of those violations. That's what I'm hoping for. But there is not a mechanism for us to go ahead into a private property and clean those and take care of those violations. But our hope is, once he starts seeing these big fines coming to him, he'll clean it. We have notified them several times before. This has been an issue for years now. So, Mayor Collier is already very interested in cleaning that area, just like Mr. McDermott was saying. So we are looking at it and from every different angle and trying to help address this. Like I said, Monday we will start removing stuff from the right of way and we'll start putting fines on him, which will eventually get attached to his liens. He has not responded yet to any. He hasn't responded or did nothing so far. We have given him almost 3 weeks. So I'll be surprised if he goes and that's it tomorrow. But that's where we stand with that.
I can add just a little bit more to that. Marion County Zoning actually apparently was copied on the letter too, and their inspector called me today. I told them that we had mailed a letter, deadline was tomorrow, and they said if we want to, they weren't going to get involved until Monday to give him a chance to comply with our request. And so if he doesn't, then we can also, zoning will step in and open a case for the violations that they're responsible for. I did get the certified letter receipt back. He did receive the letter. Mrs. Burns signed for the letter, so it is in their possession.
And I want to add to that, Mr. Burns was there at DPW asking for me. He didn't schedule a meeting or anything. He came in and asked for me, and I did. And he gave me his number. He left his number there. I did leave him a voicemail, and he has not returned that call yet. So, we have been communicating, trying to establish communication and doing the right thing. But after tomorrow, everything will be done per the ordinance and per the law. For a long-term solution, I think I met with Street Department, Jim Hennigan, and we do have a plan to address that area. Just like you said, remove the asphalt, seed and sod that area, curb it at the south end, and maybe put some permanent bollards or something on both sides so people don't cross across. So we do have a plan for that. I'm also trying to get a hold of the property owner right where the sidewalk is, that is connecting that to the to 59th Street. That is a private sidewalk. It was built as part of the building. It was never meant to be a connection, but that's how people use it. So I'm trying to get a hold of them in order for us to go ahead and remove those pipes, which are a part of the underground tunnel. I need a right of entry agreement from them because it's a private sidewalk. I cannot just go in. So I'm trying to get a hold of them, depending on what time, when they will reach back to me. We'll work with them to get a right of entry, and street department is ready to go in and take care of that. But I just need that piece of paperwork from them before I can trespass into the property. So that's what I'm holding. I mean, that might take a few more weeks, depending on how soon they get back to me.
Okay.
Sherry, I would like to let you know that Mr. Burns came in.
Excuse me? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Catherine.
Mr. Burns came in this afternoon looking to meet with Sri again. He came in and said that he wanted a meeting up front. We asked him to leave his phone number once again, but also to leave some dates of availability. He came in just saying he wanted a meeting out of the blue, so we asked him to leave some availability, so that should be available for you tomorrow, Sri.
I think what I did is I already left him a voicemail when he first came in, and asking him to call me back. He didn't respond. So like I said, Monday, all the trailers will be removed from there, and zoning will be notified of any violations still there.
You know, I think some of those, that damaged sidewalk was actually done by some groundhogs or something like that. The Parks Department, there was 2 of them, and they removed them. But yeah, I think this has been an ongoing issue. And the last time they tried to contact him, Mr. Burns, he indicated that his business was no longer in operation. And I don't know that by 100%, but just FYI, that was about 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think, Mark, we've been trying to, we even gave him the option to vacate the right of way and, use it, but he has not been responsive. And then now we are at a point where we need to make some action. We did fix a damaged sidewalk. Our street department did fix it. But then there is another piece of sidewalk that connects to 59th Street, and there are 2 pipes that are sticking out, which are part of the underground tunnel, and there is a tunnel underneath that sidewalk. So that's the one we need a right of entry to go, remove that tunnel, fill that tunnel and remove those pipes. Other than that, we should be able to address a lot of all the other stuff starting next week.
Okay, well, I appreciate everything you've done, Sheree, and thank you for bringing this to our attention.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Sheree. Very much appreciate those details and all the follow-up. Much appreciate. Any other questions for me?
Mr. McDermott, this is Doug Reeser, the chairman of the board. I would appreciate it if you could get Renee the letters and possible pictures, and she could disseminate those to us.
I have them.
We do have it all. We have it scanned.
Okay,
Renee will
great.
email it out.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll take care of that first thing in the morning.
Do you want?
Thank you. That'll save Mr. McDermott one step to have to contact all of us individually. So we'll have that in our part of our record, and at our next board meeting, maybe we'll have an update, Sri, on the process and progress that we're making with these issues. We'll make that a part of our meeting next time, and you're welcome, Mr. McDermott, to attend Zoom or in person as you're doing to get further updates. But it sounds like you're already getting updates from Sri, and that progress is being made, even though slow. Sounds good.
Actually, it's very good progress. Renee, would it be helpful if I emailed you the letter with the color pictures?
If you want to do that, you can. I do have the letter. I can scan it myself. It's completely up to you, Mr. McDermott.
Why don't I send you what I've got? It'll probably be better quality.
Okay.
What's your email?
RRA, F as in Frank, cityoflawrence.org.
Okay, RRAFLA at City of Lawrence?
Nope. There's another A in there, so it's RAFALA. RRAFALA.
RAFALA at,
cityoflawrence.org. I have your email. I can always email you
oh,
too.
that's true, you do, okay. Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other citizens' comments or anything from our board? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion for adjournment.
Hey, Mr. President, I got one comment.
Okay.
This is Dino. Hey, I just want to, we had 2 losses in the city, and I just wanted you to keep 2 families in your thought and prayers. Sean Fugate from the Controller's Office lost her husband, and Dave Hoffman, his dad passed this week. So if you keep those 2 families in your thought and prayers, we'd appreciate it.
We will do so, and thank you for that information, Dino. We appreciate it. Okay.
Thank you.
Any other comments from administration or citizens or the board? Hearing none, I entertain a motion for adjournment
Motion to adjourn?
by Mrs. Brown. Is there a second?
I second.
Okay. All those in favor just signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We are
Aye.
adjourned. Have a safe evening. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.